just like thigh. Or just catch us on the podcast, you'll find it a real surprise. Cause it's real spill, real deal, knock out Holyfield. There's no kill bill, get real, we really on the field. Blood, sweat and tears, steady spill as we make the real. And no blocking shots, we always hot like Harden with the steel.
Hey, Phil, the marshmallows still gonna swell up, right?
We still talking about these marshmallows?
We still talking about it.
Come on, man. I'm not trying to hear that no more.
We gonna hear about it.
We're not.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, okay.
Hey guys, settle down. Let's save it for the show. Let's save it for the show.
It's about to get real.
Good evening. This is your host Deon Lacey, and this is Real Spill 601. I got my boy Real Spill Phil in the building.
How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing?
My boy Yuan and Deon is out on absent, so we gonna go ahead and get started with this good episode today. So on Saturday, AFC Championship game, Bengals and Chiefs. It went down to the wire. I'm gonna say Sunday, but you know, Sunday it went down to the wire. The Chiefs won by 3 points. 26-23. Real Spill Phil, what is your take on that game?
Well, the score was 23-20, but
Thank you again, Phil.
yeah, man, you gotta get on it. My take on this game, just to be totally honest here, this was a game quarterback for quarterback. Who was gonna get the ball last? And with a couple of questionable calls that, you know, could have went either way, I feel that both teams took full advantage of every opportunity that they had, and the Chiefs just ended up on top. You know, you hate to see a late a late hit on the quarterback with 20 seconds left on a guy who's just really just trying to stop Pat Mahomes from getting the first down.
Right.
And so when that happened, you know, a lot of people on the Bengals were mad, but on the Chiefs side, if it's a penalty, you're going to take it. They're going to take that extra 15, so that put them in great field position to kick that 45-yard field goal.
Because it's going to be like a 55-yard.
Yeah, it was going to be like a 50
in the wind?
50-yard plus for sure. But that late hit really hurt the Bengals, and, you know, I really saw the Bengals winning that game, you know, but the drive right before the Chiefs made that drive to where Pat Mahomes got that late hit, 2 sacks that hurt them at the end with Joe. Yeah, that hurt because I believe it was Chris
Jones.
Yeah, Chris Jones got that sack at the end of the game that caused that 4th down, so they had to punt, and you know then the Chiefs get it, drive it down. They were behind the 50-yard. That 15-yard penalty put them above that 50-yard.
Did you think that was really a legal procedure? They lost it down, intentional grounding
for the Bengals.
Yeah, it was questionable.
Like I said, it was a couple questionable calls that literally could have went either way. You know, and from my point of view, I would have said that the Bengals that Joe threw it in the area, but from the ref's point of view, you know, they saw something different in it. I mean, at the end of the day, once the ref make the call, you really can't even do too much.
Right. So, man, that game was an outstanding game. It was most definitely better than the NFC game. I picked the Bengals, and like I thought they was gonna pull it out, especially at the end. It was a minute and 16 seconds left. Joe Burrow got the ball on the 5 or 10 yard line, marching down the field.
Right. I
said, man, this is gonna be one of them games, and Joe finna go for the sweep.
Hey,
man,
I saw it too.
They was battling when the first 3rd and 15 he converted with Hurst. I'm like, okay, they finna start rolling. They finna start rolling. Then that flag hurt them really. Yeah. And like I said, it was questionable. But Joe, he wasn't playing like Joe. But them turnovers really didn't hurt him because the Chiefs didn't capitalize on them plays. And so he's finished with a touchdown and 2 interceptions. But man, it was a doggone good game. It was a back and forth game, and that shows you the Bengals not scared of the Chiefs. I know they talked that noise after they beat them,
right?
And you know this gonna be one of them great rivalries from years to come, and I can't wait to continue to watch that battle. But we know who the real number 1, number 2 in the AFC. You can flip flop who you want to choose and know. But Pat Mahomes, Joe beating them 3 times, and it was a great game. Kudos to the Bengals. They're going to be back. And I was wanting to see that Bengals versus Eagles Super Bowl. Yeah. But Pat Mahomes, letting people know that he ain't done yet, even on one leg. That's a grown man, and he playing some good football. Despite that fumble, he was really outstanding. He made some guys, really play. MBS, my guy. Right. He was passing the Juju guys that really ain't did nothing all year. He made them make plays.
Here's Tony.
Yeah, Tony for real. From the Giants, they made them.
No-name running backs.
Yes. He made them make plays because it wasn't just Kelsey out there. Because Kelsey going to get his. Right. But he made other guys around him, really had to ball out.
But if we're being honest here, man, I the type of plays that they run are set to fit the players' attributes. Like
most different,
Tony, and then the running back number 10 for the Chiefs. The plays that they're running. Did you see? Like they're running screens and
quick stuff,
and little short routes that's giving them when they get the ball in their hand. That yard after catch for them is really what helps the Chiefs. Win games really because, like you said, Kelsey gonna get his regardless. Right. It don't matter who on him. Right. It's about everybody else. Are they gonna step up? And the one thing that I will say, well, we'll talk about that next because we're going.
Another thing that hurt the Bengals on that last drive, they punt the ball straight to the guy, and he had a lot of yards after the reception on that punt return. You should have kept it. You should have kicked it out of bounds, man. You don't kick a line drive to a guy to make something happen. There's little mistakes like that, man. They really hurt them. Even with Pat Mahomes left, man, he gonna make something happen. Right. With good field position like that, come on now. Right. And with that kicker, I believe with that kicker they had, he was gonna make it if it was 55 or 45.
Because it went straight down.
Yeah, I feel like he was gonna make it regardless. Right. If it would have went to overtime, it was gonna be a game. Yeah. But I felt like he was gonna make it regardless, man. Kudos to Kansas City Chiefs. When we go to the next topic, we're gonna see who's gonna be our favorites, man. So when we get back from break, we are talking Super Bowl. Everybody is here. Everybody wanna talk about it, is here. So after the break, we talking Super Bowl.
It's like 5, or just catch us on the podcast. You'll find it a real surprise. Cause it's real spill, real deal, knock out Holyfield.
SGECOVIDsolutions.com is paving the way forward for a safer city government, delivering cutting-edge biosecurity and biosafety protocols developed internationally by top virologists and scientists using an all-natural cleaning solution, killing COVID-19 on contact like no other product on the international market. For more information, please call 1-800-281-9080 or visit us online at SGECOVIDsolutions.com. Let SGECOVIDsolutions.com provide innovative rapid facilities testing and world-class state-of-the-art biorisk safety protocols for all of your coronavirus needs. Call 1-800-281-9080 or visit us online at sgecovidsolutions.com.
Do you have something to say? Do you want your voice heard? Join the We Believe Global lineup. Be the star of your own show. For more info, call 800-492-5186, option number 1, or visit online at webelieve.global.
From commercial, we are back. Super Bowl is here. It's gonna be the Eagles versus the Chiefs. Phil, who is your Super Bowl favorite going into Glendale, Arizona next Sunday?
Man, I really feel that this should be an easy pick, but it's a tale of two tales. So you got the Eagles, whose strong point is really the offensive line. And for the Chiefs, you got the best quarterback in the league. So now it comes down to who wants some more, because you know what's going to happen. Eagles, they're going to probably run the ball more, and the Chiefs, they're trying to put it in the air. And I'm gonna be honest here with you. I feel like the best game was was this past Sunday, the Chiefs versus Bengals.
Oh
And
no!
so
I know you did. I know you didn't say that.
I'm taking the guy that who since he's been a starter has either made it to the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes. I'm taking Kansas City, baby, all the way. I got Kansas City. Jalen Hurts. It's gonna come down to can you beat Pat? That's what's gonna come down to. It ain't gonna come down to you using your feet. You're gonna have to use your arm in this one. Because the one thing that I liked about the Chiefs defense that we really didn't talk about last topic was they were getting after the quarterback. And also they were real handsy when the ball was in the air, like you say on Madden, man, when the ball in the air is yours. Yeah. And that's what it felt like for the Chiefs, man. I mean, the first pick, even though it was really kind of a dumb pass on Joe, they took advantage of it. The Chiefs took advantage of it. They got that pick. Then late in the second half, they got the pick off the tip ball. So I feel like the Chiefs right now, man, they're real high on their defense because they just had this great game against probably one of the greatest quarterbacks that's going to ever do it, Joe Burrow. And so now it's this next step. Can they prove themselves again and beat another top quarterback in the league who I'll say is Jalen Hurts right now?
Well, you know who I'm going with. I'm rocking with my dog, my frat brother, Jalen Hurts. Man, the Eagles going to have to finish the mission. They started off strong, and they finna finish strong in Arizona. I feel like Jalen Hurts not scared of the moment, and the guys with the Eagles, their defense is strong, their offense is strong, offensive line is strong. Fundamentally, they dominant, and they got to play a tough team in Kansas City because they're not going to lay down. That's not in their DNA. They're not going to lay down. It's going to be a dogfight. Mm-hmm. But I feel like Jalen Hurts going to expose that secondary. There's a lot of rookies on that secondary, and there's a lot of vets that's like to get the ball in A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. And I feel like it's going to be Jalen Hurts' game. I don't feel like he's not going to use his feet as much. They got the offensive line. He's going to sit in the pocket. He can have his way against that secondary. And I feel like he gonna have one of them games. And I feel like anybody going to eat, A.J. or Devontae. They're going to come and rise, man. And they got a dominant running back. Gainwell's improving. It's a lot of Mississippi boys playing in the Super Bowl. And I feel like if Jalen Hurts going to put points, I don't feel like it's going to be a shootout because the defense going to stay stagnant. I mean, Pat Mahomes going to get his, but you got to make Pat Mahomes create turnovers. It's hard to do now, but you got to put pressure on him. He on one leg. So the front four for the Eagles going to have to create sacks and turnovers and make Darius Slay, Bradbury, Johnson be ball hawks like they like to do. They like to get the ball. They like to be greedy.
Right.
So they got to create turnovers. So I'm rocking with the Eagles, man. It's gonna be a close game now, but I feel like the Eagles gotta be dominant all around to let you know I'm here.
I like the point that you stated. You said that Jalen Hurts won't be using his arms as much, his legs as much.
He really didn't do it last week.
He didn't do it last week because he couldn't.
On the first game, he didn't do it against Giants.
If we're being honest, the arm didn't look too hot either. I mean, A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, they didn't just have this amazing game like you said.
He was nickel and diamond. Don't get me wrong.
He was nickel and diamond. Call it out now. He was nickel and diamond. That's not gonna work against the Chiefs because if you want to play, if you want to go touchdown for touchdown, the Chiefs can do that. That's what they can do. But what I'm telling you is, it's gonna come down to a key possession where Jalen Hurts is gonna have to score, and he's gonna fail you. I've seen it time and time again since college.
Last year, don't get me wrong. Last year they played the Chiefs. It was 42-30 or something like that. They lost pretty bad.
It's gonna happen again.
But I don't see that. It's a whole new roster.
Let me tell you something. The Kansas City Chiefs, they don't care who you is. As long as they got 15 back there calling the plays, they are all right. And he showed me that against the Bengals. The Bengals were arguably could be the best team in the league. Some would say. And so the Chiefs go out there and do that. I mean, it was a close game, but the Chiefs looked doggone good. And Pat Mahomes, he threw for over 350 and 2 TDs. He had 372 yards to be exact. He's going to...
I mean, the Bengals defense good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the Eagles is like the best defense in the league, despite the 49ers. So, and I feel like Pat Mahomes got to work. He's going to work. It ain't going to be just boom, 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 guys going to be open around the field. I mean, of course, the guys going to have butterflies first quarter, but after them butterflies, them first couple of drives, wipe that stuff out. It's time to play some ball.
You must forgot. Pat Mahomes I already
know he's been there before.
He's been there twice.
Okay.
And the last time he went,
3 times.
He went 3 times.
He lost to Brady one time.
That's and then
He
the
beat
time
Brady.
before that he won.
I think.
Nah, that last year he didn't go. It was the Bengals and the Rams. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
2 or 3 times.
He went to the Super Bowl twice before that. His last
He
one,
lost in one.
the last
Okay.
one he just went to, he lost to Brady.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you right now, he got
He
the
beat
blueprint.
Brady.
He got the blueprint. He lost to the GOAT. He not about to lose to Jalen Hurts. And one thing I will say, I love to see that we do have 2 black quarterbacks starting in the Super Bowl. So that's
Never been done.
That's a great accomplishment, man.
I feel like it's Jalen Hurts' year. I feel like this obviously going to be is Jalen Hurts or Pat Mahomes going to win MVP. So obviously this game right here going to define a lot Jalen Hurts' legacy because a lot of people don't go back to the Super Bowl. If you lose this, it's going to be hard going back. Ex Cam Newton. It's going to be hard. So I feel like Jalen Hurts got to rise to the top, man. Rise to the top
And keep going.
Rise to the top and beat Mahomes. Everybody probably picking Mahomes, but I'm not. I'm riding with you. I've been riding with you for a minute.
If we're being honest, man, I feel like a lot of people been riding with Philly way more than Kansas City.
They are, but
if you think about it, Jalen Hurts, he has been getting a lot of praise about him being the top guy, MVP, all that. But the one guy that's always been consistent every year and is gonna do his thing regardless of what they saying in the media is Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, he do, but he they man. Now don't get me wrong.
And also,
but you got to beat Mahomes. You got to beat him.
And also, you fail to realize, Pat Mahomes lose this Super Bowl right here. This could really could put a stunt on his career. Going 1-2, you've been there 3 times and you can't beat Jalen Hurts. That's gonna hurt him.
I don't see that. They got a chance to go. They got a chance to go to the Super Bowl every year. I never 1-2. Nah, I don't see that.
No.
But how many Super Bowls?
If Pat Mahomes wants to be the greatest, he needs to win now. He don't need to be trying to go hard and then still lose. We want to win.
How many Super Bowls Brady lost? How many Super Bowls Peyton Manning lost? Oh, don't give me that, man. Don't give me that, bro.
Brady's lost 2 Super Bowls.
Oh, Peyton Manning lost 2. So don't give me that, man.
Okay.
Come on, bro. That's not going to define his legacy, man.
Right now.
Pat Mahomes got a chance to go to the AFC, the Super Bowl almost every year. Every year they in the running to go to the Super Bowl.
You don't
every
know that.
year.
You don't know that. You don't know that because then it could be that year where the Bengals and the Steelers make it to the AFC Championship.
don't say the Steelers. Don't say the Steelers.
The Steelers will be back. The Steelers will be back.
Yeah, in another 5 years. Don't put them in there. Don't put them in. They a long way from coming back. Yeah, they still need some work.
Trust and believe the Steelers will be back.
They still need some work. We ain't finna talk about the Steelers right now because they a long ways. Long ways.
But yeah, man, I'm rocking with the Kansas City Chiefs, man. You already know.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna bring this topic up again next week, but we had to add a little flavor early on it. We know the Pro Bowl coming, but ain't nobody watching the Pro Bowl this year, man. It's all games. It's not even a real game.
They're doing 7-7.
So I said, man, let's talk about the Super Bowl, man. So, man, I know y'all better have y'all parties and functions going on because if y'all don't get y'all stuff early, man, no wings in the hotel, they're gonna be gone now. So y'all better go get this stuff right now. So, man, when we get back from the break, man, we talking about these refs, man. We talking about these refs in both football and basketball.
Do you have something to say? Do you want your voice heard? Join the We Believe Global lineup. Be the star of your own show. For more info, call 800-492-5186, option number 1, or visit online at webelieve.global. Advertise on webelieve.global, a brand new digital media platform. Share your brand with our audience on our many global live stream TV broadcasts and over the radio. For more info, visit webelieve.global or call 800-492-5186, option 1.
Hi, I'm Q Talicia Garrett. I am here to introduce our New South Development and Training Outreach Hour every Tuesday at 2 p.m., giving you information on how to become a part of the programs through USDA and Farm Service Agency. We can be reached at 678-779-9468. We can also be found online at newsouthoutreach.com.
We are back. We are back here on another topic of Real Spill 601. So, basketball, LeBron James had a questionable call seconds to divide the game. Getting clearly fouled by Jason Tatum, and the refs called it a non-foul, and that led to a loss in overtime. And the refs just been messing up in the NFL lately. Phil, I asked you, what is seriously wrong with these refs in the NBA and NFL these days?
Man, I tell you,
because it's hurting the game.
As far as NFL, you know, in football, man, a lot of calls like if we just looking at the Eagles 49ers game when Devontae Smith got that one-handed catch on that fourth down, that was clearly when they did the slow instant replay.
They should have instantly buzzed it.
It was an incomplete, and so calls like that, you really can't expect the ref from that angle because he was literally right there. So from his angle, when Devontae Smith one-handed the catch and came down, he thought it was good. Because as soon as Devontae Smith came down, the 49ers DB, he went and tackled. So you really couldn't see what really happened. Right. So in those type of situations, the refs are just using their best judgment.
But all these cameras and stuff, they can still review it 10 times or 5 times before the next play to buzz them in.
And I understand that, but the only way that the refs don't buzz it in is if the offense hurries up and run the play.
Right.
So in football, I feel that when you get those type of questionable calls, the reason that it doesn't get overturned is over them maybe missing a call, because that does happen. To where after the game they see that they missed.
That's no excuse, man. All this technology we have, and all this instant replay and cameras everywhere, we should miss plays and calls like that, man.
Exactly,
it's unexcusable.
That game, just like with the Saints versus Rams, clearly it was a pass interference.
Right.
When the Rams DB went and knocked Brandon Cooks out way before he could even have a chance to catch the ball.
Right.
So in instances like that's where it comes to, okay, this ref clearly he doesn't know what he's doing.
I feel like if players get fined, refs should get fined too.
And I agree with that. Refs most definitely should get fined in the NFL and the NBA.
Right.
Because now moving on to the NBA with the call with LeBron and Jason Tatum, that was a clear foul.
He hacked him.
He hacked him. And LeBron knew it. That's why he missed the layup. So in that instance, the ref who made the call needs to get fined for that.
Right.
You should not be missing calls like that if you are a professional referee in the NBA, especially if it's the Los Angeles Lakers
and game
versus
online.
the Boston Celtics.
On primetime TV.
Primetime TV, we need the best refs we got. And that's just as simple as that.
Right.
So
totally agree.
And on else on that note, the refs, they need to do a better job training-wise to make sure that they can make these calls, because the reason that you're getting paid these amount of dollars is so that you can be perfect on the field. The refs have the hardest job on the field. If you didn't know, the refs have the hardest job on the field.
Yeah.
Because they can't miss a call.
They really can't.
Because those calls are detrimental to what can lead on for the rest of the game.
And then when you bark at them, talking your nose to them, trying to justify, they want to kick up the TU or throw a 15-yard penalty.
Right.
So they quick to do that now.
Man, you know it. They always quick.
You gotta be like the teacher out there, man. You can't miss nothing. You can't miss no papers. You gotta be on it at all times.
P's and Q's at all times. Because as soon as you slip up, that's when they get you.
Right.
And you cannot slip up. And like I was just saying with the refs, man, you guys have to do a way better job of training to get these guys prepared for any situation, because
it's 4 of y'all out there, 4 to 5 of y'all out there, and then y'all got people that clearly one job is, if they're not on the field, is to look at the instant replay, look at the camera,
right,
to let you know they got headsets. It's unexcusable. And you got people in the booths,
right?
All these people looking at this one thing, and you can't cancel that. That's a problem.
Exactly,
that's a problem.
Especially with that Lakers Celtics game, because you could clearly do an instant review and overturn that call. That's 2 free throws for Bron.
Right.
But then you got to think about this. They were in Boston when that happened. So
that home kicking on that don't matter. They get referees from the West Coast and stuff. That do not matter.
I'm just saying in general, when in Boston, it's gonna go Boston way now. I trust and believe it's gonna go their way. Trust me.
Well, Phil, you said all my key points, man. Like I said, bro, you go to class, referee class in professionals to do one job, to analyze and study and know what you call it and don't miss anything. Mm-hmm. Y'all the Hawkeyes on the field. Y'all see everything. Y'all shouldn't miss anything. I mean, here and there you miss tedious stuff like traveling or a holding play. But you shouldn't even miss holding like that if it's blatantly there. Or you might miss a face mask or something like that, horse collar.
Right.
But pass interference and, these big type fouls or penalties you should miss, man. Because that can end a game. That can really go another way. Momentum can build and you could potentially lose the game because of a call. You can't call it cheating. That is just a ref doing a bad job.
Yes,
I mean,
that's exactly what it is.
nobody's perfect. I get that.
Right.
But we got all these different people watching this same game. You can buzz in and stop. Y'all stop everything else.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all losing? A couple commercials, TV promotions, or some money?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can stop the game, to look at this to get the right calls. For real. Because they want, people want to go on time skills and stuff. But, man, this is the game, man. This is money, and this is wins and losses on the line. And that can hurt. Going down the line when they get close to playoff time, you can't make the playoffs because of a bad call. It caused you to lose the game.
Right.
Like, it's unexcusable. It ain't just football and basketball. It's all sports in general, man. You pay. This is your job. You should be on it. You got more than enough people watching the game.
Mm-hmm.
Each angles
to give you all this equipment, to where you can't miss a thing.
And you got this you got these amount of people to look at, and you should be on it. Back judges, y'all got all these judges around looking at these certain stuff. Y'all shouldn't be missing stuff like that. If you gotta look at your side, cover your point of view. You shouldn't be missing that, man. You shouldn't be missing that. Man. So on down the line, these commissioners need to have these talk with the head officials. I don't even know how they go, but commissioners should do a better job in watching the game because they're gonna talk about you, they're gonna bash you because you can't be missing that, man. Mm-hmm. It's unexcusable. It's unexcusable. And Pat Beverly, I see nothing wrong in that take. Nothing wrong. He showed you your camera. You need to go look at it. I mean, it might cost you a point or two, but I seen nothing wrong because he bringing awareness. He bringing awareness.
You're right.
I seen Pat Beverly do a lot of crazy stuff, but that right there I ain't had no problem with, man. So when we come back from the break, man, it's swag time, man. We gotta talk about our HBCU topic is about swag basketball, man. It's here, man. So that's what we gonna close it out with.
SocratesGarrettENT.com is a diversified firm specializing in recycled aggregates and crushed concrete. SocratesGarrettENT.com's recycled materials provide the construction industry with significant economic and environmental benefits by recycling clean concrete rubble into MDOT grade rock materials. Recycled aggregates and crushed concrete can be applied to driveways, road construction, bank protection, parking lots, general bulk fills, and more. By using SocratesGarrettENT.com's crushed concrete products, anyone from homeowners to general contractors can help reduce landfilled concrete waste, conserve natural resources, and gain significant economic savings on materials and disposal costs. For more information, please call 601-896-0084 or visit us online at SocratesGarrettENT.com.
We are back. This is our last topic, HBCU topic. It's swag time. We are talking about the swag play in basketball. With this being 10 games in, first half of the college basketball for swag, who is your favorite now going in with the girls and boys?
I believe it's 9, but for girls,
that's 9 going to 10. Yeah. You get what I'm saying. You get my point now.
For girls right now, I really kind of got a dark horse, but at the same time, I got to face reality. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just be go by a biased opinion, and I got to say Jackson State girls, I feel like they're going to still win it,
Despite their loss?
Despite
Prairie View said, hey, I can beat y'all. They found their identity to beat them the first time.
Trust and believe, Jackson State, when it come down to it in that tournament, they're going to handle business because it's bigger than the SWAC tournament. Trust and believe, it's bigger than the SWAC tournament for the JSU girls. They see a bigger picture.
Alcorn girls playing better too. I'm proud of Alcorn right now.
I am too. I'm proud of Alcorn girls, but I don't think that I don't see them beating Jackson State in that championship. And even though Prairie View beat them,
it's gonna be personal next game, huh?
You best believe. You best believe that second game is gonna be way.
It is that Jet State.
Way different.
It is that Jet State.
Way different. Way different. But for the boys, because that's what I really want to talk about in this one.
It's up there. It's iffy, man.
When we first asked this question at the beginning of the season, I had said that I got Jackson State, and so I hate to say it.
Jackson State 5-4 right now.
I'm changing it. I'm changing it to the home team, man. I honestly, even though they're second in the division right now, because Southern 8-1, and Southern blew them out too. So right now I'm still gonna rock. I'm rocking with Alcorn, man. I like Alcorn boys. Dominique Bruden and Montgomery. Shout out to him. He's a Jacktown native. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Forest Hill High School alumni. Lee, he's tied for second in scoring. Alcorn, man, those guys over there, they really play as a team.
Southern been pretty dominant. They've been beating people by double figures now, man.
And that's because they got one guy that what's his name? Huntley or Whitley or Riley. But he's a guard. He put 20 on us.
Willie.
Yeah, Willie. He put 25 on us. And so, you know, you got to stop that. You got to stop that guy.
They've been beating guys. They've been beating teams pretty easy now.
Yeah, and I'm still gonna rock with Alcorn. I feel like in the tournament where you know it's win or go home. Alcorn, they gonna stand up and hold their own. We always do. When it get muddy, we know how to get out of it.
Yeah.
We know how to get out the mud. A lot of these guys, man, they fake pump like my boy say, and we gotta show them. So I'm still gonna rock with Alcorn. I like them guys. Dominique Bruden, you know, he went to Alcorn. He came in, then he transferred and came back because he knew that he still got something
unfinished business. Yeah,
he got unfinished business.
Yeah.
You know, so he got to win on one. And he won the regular season last year, but now he wants something better than that. He's trying to go to the tournament. Because we got a chance to go now. We win it, we go.
You can't forget about Texas Southern now. You know Texas Southern going to turn around. Some way, at some point, they're going to turn around.
Guess what? We beat Texas Southern in overtime.
Right.
And that's how we got to do it. We're going to do it like that every time. And I can tell you right now, this next six games for Alcorn, I see us winning out. Right. I don't see us losing no more. Because we play.
You still got to play Southern again.
No, we don't play Southern again.
We don't play them twice?
We don't play Southern. We don't play Southern in February or March.
So when they start playing one team one time?
I think we already played them twice.
And we lost to them. We lost to them twice.
Yeah. No, we lost. No, we only played Southern once. We lost to Southern and Jackson State.
Oh, I see it right now. I thought you know back in the day you played home and home.
I think they changing it up now, man.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what I said.
Man, they must be wrong because you supposed to be home and home.
Hey, I'm just going off the schedule.
Yeah, I am too, but that's something new.
Right.
But man, I gotta rock with Alcorn, man. That's the home team, and I feel like with our new coach, his identity is to surpass and go to the tournament, win SWAC and go to the tournament. We was this close last year going, and we lost to Texas Southern. I feel like when we get to that SWAC tournament, we're gonna make a run.
Oh yeah,
and
we
don't care who in the way. We don't with Alcorn. We don't care who we play. It's always gonna be we going after you. So go get it. And
yeah,
I like the coach identity.
Mm-hmm.
He been like that since he was at PB.
We got grit. Man.
He been like that since he been at PB. It's like I'm a go getter.
Oh yeah.
I'm going after whoever. I don't care who we play. We gonna give it our best shot every time. And if we get the lead, we not giving it up type identity. And I like that with the coach.
Mm-hmm.
And what else I gotta say about the women's, man? I've been riding with Miss Reed going on for like 4 or 5 years since they had Mo 3. I'm gonna go keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. She know how to get them girls to play for her, and I feel like my opinion now. When she win that big one in the dance, she's gone. Just being straight up, she's gone.
We're gonna see, man.
Oh, she's gone. So, Jackson State Alcorn. I know it's still early now. But as of right now, that's my favorites. Southern looking good right now, but we know how Southern coming, man. Southern, one of Yuan's old jokes, man. They like they can keep it, but they always lose it. They always lose. You know what I'm saying? So it's still up for grabs now. It's still early. So, man, this has been an awesome show, man. Yuan will be back next Tuesday. Man, this is your boy Deon Lacey and with my boy Real Philip Love, and we are out of here, man.